Hey guys, Ben Stevens 56 here with Reverse Dungeon Order Part 6 for The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. In the last part, I beat up the Shadow Temple, and in this part, I'm gonna beat up the Water Temple. But I think I will also be doing some preparation for the beating up of the Fire Temple. So, to start us off, I think I'm gonna throw a bunch of Deku Nuts because why not? And then I'm gonna grab a fish from this grotto. No hole in one, dang. Oh, hello. So, as you can already tell from one of the previous parts, fish are kind of useful, and just bottles in general. They can do a lot of things. And I'm going to be showing that off once again. And since bottles are so useful, why not just have more of them, you know? Obviously. Because, you know, they're pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to this guy. Oh, that didn't actually do what I wanted it to. Whoops. Close enough. Well, now I have 2 bottles, because I just turned my Deku Nuts into one. And now I'm going to sell these fish to get lots of money. 200 rupees. Because I need to buy some stuff. Now, the way I did that trick was through a method called ESS dupe. So basically, what I did was I held the ESS position that I talked about in an earlier part, and after that I whoa, camera. After that I hit the button for the bottled fish, and then I hit the button for the Deku Nuts, and because of that it tried to dump the fish out of my Deku Nuts, but because ESS delays the first input, so because of that the game is like, well, you can't dump a fish out of Deku Nuts, so obviously you're dumping a fish out of a bottle, right? Haha, wrong. Alright, so this guy right here, he's got stuff that we want, so we're just gonna beat him up real quick. Perfect. Alright, so this guy, he likes to talk a lot, so I'm just not going to pay attention to him, go through his text real fast. Yippee! We got the Goron Tunic. This item isn't actually necessary, but it makes things significantly easier and faster, I think. So we're going to get it for the purpose of this route. And now we're going to have a lot of fun blowing stuff up for quite a long time. Oh wow, there's another wall? Oh, the first one didn't blow up, dude. Nice. I must have put the bomb too far away. Alright, now we're going to talk to this guy, and we're going to buy the giant knife from him. Now, this item isn't actually all that useful, but for our purposes it is. Because we're going to be doing some pretty shifty stuff with it. And by that I mean we're actually just going to equip it and then re-equip the Master Sword. Because that gives us back the Master Sword, and we no longer have sticks on our B button. Which is exactly what I want. Because coming up very shortly, the sticks will not quite have the effect we want them to have anymore. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so I just killed myself there, which seems dumb, but it's actually very important. what that did was that skipped a cutscene. So now, if I go to my Ocarina submenu, you'll see that I have the Bolero Fire. Actually, you can't see that, but I do. I have the Bolero Fire now because I killed myself in that in the trigger. So I died before the cutscene could actually play out, but I activated it. So now I have the song. And now I'm going to go back to Shadow Temple, mainly for convenience. And I'm going to reset Farore's Wind because it's important here. And I'm also going to beat myself up a little bit. Except I'm going to take off that tunic, because this makes it a little bit easier to take damage. Because lava and this green stuff, they actually act the same. Alright, that's good. And we're going to leave the dungeon through the blue warp. Because if I saved and quit, I would actually go back to having a lot of hearts. And I don't want that. That's bad. So once again, all decked out with our Master Sword, our Purple Gauntlet, and Smear Shield. I'm going to be on my way to the next part of this run. So, right now I want my inventory to be Hookshot and Farore's Wind. Both of those items are important. And I'm going to come over to this grotto right here. And I actually have a setup for this time. Whoops, I'm dead. Golly. Okay, so, once again, doing another Death Hole Warp. Takes me back to the Lakeside Laboratory. And I'm going to use Farore's Wind, which, if you remember correctly, is placed in the Shadow Temple. And that's going to take me... Oh boy! What do you know? I'm in the Water Temple. But I kind of skipped all of it. So I'm just going to fight the boss and peace out. This is the reason I needed to get the Big Oron sword, because if I tried to use Deku sticks in this fight, they actually wouldn't work, because Death Hole Warping makes your items a little bit wacky. He's being mean to me, dude. But I can use my Master Sword, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Just get him in the corner and body him. Well, that's the Water Temple, I guess. I mean, that's it. Not really much else to say about it. Alright, so now I'm going to use Farore's Wind in this room. And I'm going to enter the blue warp. So this officially clears the dungeon. However, I'm still in Death Hole, which means that this doesn't really take me where I want to go. Well, I mean, it takes me exactly where I want to go, but the screen's kind of dark. So if you look closely, don't blink here, because I'm going to use Farore's Wind, but when I warp away, you'll see exactly where I am. I'm actually standing inside the Chamber of Sages. Alright, so this puts me back in this room, because that is where I put Farore's Wind. And I am just going to come over here and beat myself up on these spikes for a minute. Whoops, I died. Gee whiz. And I'm gonna save the game and quit. Conveniently, that puts me in the water temple. So this dungeon is now complete. I don't have to do anything else here. Now I can play the Blare of Fire and continue onward. First, I think I'm going to put on the Goron tunic. Boom, cool recoil there. Alright, so I think this, even though this episode's a little short, I think this is a good place to cut it because I didn't do too much, but I did complete an entire dungeon and did get a lot of extra stuff done. So I think this is probably a good place to cut it off for part 6. So, yep, until next time.